Alright guys, welcome to the Renewal Master event. So this is going to be a little new for everybody. Not only is this the first Light Commander powered event, it's a nuke event, but it also does a few other things. So when we come in here, we'll start with the basic cards. So your support card here, it's going to create 3 light gems, decrease the damage you take by 5% for 2 turns, of course, as this goes up. This is going to go up as the star level goes up. Passive will create commander intensity. It's going to dispel armor. Of course, this will be the free card, so nothing super special here. We have the event card. He will create 3 light gem 1s and deal up to 72,000 attack for 3 per turn for 3 turns at the rate of 18,000 plus 18,000 per 100 intensity. Ends on wave clear. 9 gem charge, 6 gem cooldown. He's gonna dispel dodge. I'm assuming that he's going to go up to 100,000, and it's going to be a charge additional 20,000 per 20,000. So he's going to do a massive amount of damage, and he's probably going to do 3 or 4 light gem 1s, possibly. Yeah, he's going to stick with light gem 1s. He might go up to light gem 2s, but I doubt it. Then we're going to look at the ultra rare. This is the one that sucks. First of all, she's going to dispel counterattack. I don't have any light cards that dispel counterattack. There may be a saving grace in this deck for all of us, and I'll explain it to you guys here in a second. So her battle skill is creates 2 light power gem 3s and places an expose debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Expose decreases all enemies' damage taken by up to 20% at a rate of 5 plus 5 per 100 intensity. So not only is she going to do that, she's basically going to make it to where they take more damage by making them even weaker. I'm guessing this is going to go up to probably 30 or 40% at a rate of 10 plus 10 per 100 intensity with a maximum of 100 once she's a 6-star because she's only a 5 right now. This card is going to be one that isn't necessary, but man, it's going to suck not to have. We'll get up to Master Collection card. As you can see, I've already got doubles. Yay. This one's actually kind of different with these last couple events. He creates 6 light power gem 4s. He just costs you 50 intensity. It's not like the last event where he has to get hit to create it or he has to recharge. Nope. Just create 6 light power gems 4s. Charges 9. Cooldowns 4 turns. Pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. Of course, counter disc buffs absorb 6. Unless they're going to do another super high ultra kill boss weekend, I don't see this being anything special on the counter, because very only one time I've ever seen the counter for the Master Collection card ever be used. That's a nice battle skill. I mean, yeah, it costs 50 intensity, so you're going to have to build up intensity, which for the first day of the game until anyone can get a a relic to help build up intensity, you're going to rely heavily on support cards to build up intensity. This guy isn't going to be producing your power gems for you, but other than that, he's going to be one hell of a powerful card. What was he? Yeah, just like all the others, he's one hell of a powerful card. And then we get down to the really weird one. So this is a pack that's reintroducing and renewal. So these are old. I'm assuming. So these are old cards from old events. Some of you, Slazy, Boyo, some of you might have these in your collection. If you do, congratulations. I wish I did. They have gone ahead and redone them to where they are now going to increase your light commander intensity. They are also empowered, but they still keep their original battle skill of 300% for all. Or I'm sorry, they're still technologicals. So you can still use your old technological relics if you have light technological relics from this particular deck to boost this particular card. So he'll convert 4 dark gems to light gems and create 10 light commander intensity every time you use this skill. Charge 9, cooldown of 3. So, and he's going to counter weaken, which I'm not sure if this is going to be used considering he's a specialty card. And then, that was Sentinel of the Stars. This is the one I would actually prefer to have, and something tells me he's an ultra rare. Creates 2 light power gem 2s and destroys 16 not light power gems at a rate of 4 plus 4 gems. Again, he's also been repowered, and he does all the standard intensity. He does not increase your intensity, so my guess is this was a support card, and this was an ultra rare. This was the support card from one of them, and this is the ultra rare from one of them. And they have now made it to where these are gem spawners and intensity spawners. Now, one thing I've noticed is, did anyone see where there was health? Because I sure the hell didn't. I didn't see any health recovery. So I'm going to go back through one more time, and if someone sees something, say something after you've watched this. No passive skill, none. Decreases the damage that you take, but does not heal you. Yeah, and this is part of the Ascension pack. So if you have these 2 cards, which you can, you're guaranteed this one. I believe it was on tier 6 or 7 of the support pack, and then this one's a lucky draw. Then the ultra rare and the master collection card, you will get one of the barrier bastions, and then you'll also get 5,000 of the ascension stones, which basically, if I was to get this, I could probably ascend one of my wardens. This is one of the things I need to ascend one of my wardens. This is an ultra rare from a previous pack I do not have. I have her Honor Twin, which is sitting in my inventory, but I do not have her. And I do not have him either. But back to the pack. So the ultra rare just embodies. Nope. And then This is the event card. Oh, I didn't go over the event card. Sorry. Creates 3 light power gem 1s. Deals. Yeah. So absolutely nowhere do I see a healer. And again, they've been getting real good about forcing you to use past cards from previous decks. Now, I have absolutely, and I mean absolutely, no cards that are commanders or light of any kind that dispel counterattack. So if I just go to light, none of these he puts counterattack but doesn't dispel counterattack. None of these cards will dispel counterattack. But I do have a little gem in here that might help some of you. This little sucker right here might be the saving grace for all of us. Most of us will have a relic for him. Most of us will have him. Even though he's not a commander, when you use him, he's a healer, and he dispels a debuff on the enemy. Counterattack does not go on you. Counterattack goes on the enemy every 3 turns. This card will remove counterattack off of an enemy. This may be one of the cards that they want you to reuse. And so this will give everyone an opportunity to have a healer on their team, someone to dispel counterattack off, and it will also give you a relic that will produce light gems at the beginning of an event so you can at least get started. I personally will be starting off using at least 1, if not 2 of these little suckers just to stay alive. We'll see what happens. The other one that I would discuss is, if anyone has them, are the arena failed event that we had that I hope never resurfaces, but they still talk about. And that would be Orion the Cosmic Hunter, because as you can see, he's a slayer and a commander, but he's a gem faller. So if you can get enough gems on the board, he can create a gem fall. And since he is light, he will also have a relic that goes with him that will help create power gems on the board. And then if you have Canis the Stellar Hound, he is the Master Collection card from that event. So again, he's also a commander and a giant. So he will create a small gem fall, which hopefully will also allow more gems to fall and create a little bit more damage for you. Mix and match, play with everything you got. I will probably wait for Steadfast Nutcracker, and I will probably level him up to 6 stars once the event starts, because they'll give you the last of the sarcophaguses that you need. I need 20. I'll get some out of the event store, and then the rest of them from the first wave of the actual, whatever you call it. You guys all know what it is, where you got to use your keys to get more keys. You'll get, if you do the easy level, you'll get at least 10 shards, 10 sarcophagus shards. You can buy 20 more out of the store. I've had an Altirus tier I've been holding on to just specifically for this. So I'll have one of him, and then we'll see what I get in the way of support cards after that. Depends on, I may run 2 different decks. I may run an intensity based deck to where I also use this gentleman who will produce a whole bunch of power gems, and just use a couple relics and have him for one, and then have then use the other deck with Idasha to go ahead and dispel. Kind of run more than one deck like I did in the last event and see what happens. So that's what we're looking at in the way of this new event coming up. I wish everyone the best of luck, and I hope it all works out. This is definitely going to be interesting to see how all this works. And all right. Hopefully everyone had a Merry Christmas and good luck.